Cool. What do you guys have? I just watched part of a documentary you just did that was really awesome with what's Nathan
Williams. Yes,
Nathan Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you filmed it out in San Diego.
Yeah, so that was that was pretty much the only real documentary project I got to work on last year during COVID. And I flew out to San Diego with another filmmaker, Daryl Taco, and another team manager, Jay Rowe, who we all work with Nathan. Nathan's one of the professional riders we sponsor for the brands we work for. And he's such an interesting guy. I've known him for a long time. He's like one of those like really kind of like quiet, mysterious guys. So we had this idea to do this kind of like one-off documentary about him and his love for like camping and the outdoors and nature, not just the tricks and the bikes, but just kind of go a little bit deeper into that. And
beautifully shot, by the way.
Well, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we got to we shot that on a bunch of different cameras. We used a Red camera and drone and a bunch of 16 millimeter and Super 8 film. Cool. But yeah, that was we kind of just planned like a little 2-week road trip from San Diego to Denver, and we just camped along the way. We hit some towns that we knew had some stuff to ride and some camping, and we just that was just kind of a go on a trip, make a documentary. There was no real plan going into it other than just try to make something cool and different for Nathan rather than a traditional bike video, which we've seen a million times.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun to work on. It's kind of
more of a lifestyle video.
Yeah, more of a lifestyle piece for sure. But that was a lot of fun to work on.
Cool. What do you have coming up?
Coming up, trying to think. I have a really fun project, but I'm under NDA for it. I guess I can say I'm doing a new series of videos for some heavy equipment companies.
Oh, cool.
That is going to be a lot of fun. That'll be coming out this summer. And then we're doing, for cinema, for the BMX company I'm working for, we're going to Cincinnati here in a few weeks, bringing the whole team out, the guys out from California to Cincinnati. And we're just going to spend a week filming in Cincinnati. Nice. These are the guys that ride street, too. So we're going to be out jumping down stairs, riding the handrails, wall rides, that kind of thing. We don't really go to the trails, the dirt jumps, or the skate parks as much. These are the guys that just want to get footage out in the streets.
Kind of like some of the Red Bull videos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we'll be doing that for the week in Cincinnati. Other than that, got a few local projects. Doing some videos for some hospitals, some pharma videos. That's the other cool thing too with my new production company. We work across like multiple industries. We do some healthcare videos. We do some educational videos. We do some BMX and skate videos. So we get to work with a lot of cool clients across the whole spectrum of anybody that would need content. So that's one thing that keeps our production company a lot of fun. Trying to think of what else we immediately have coming up. We have a lot of editing for the heavy equipment company, and then some more shooting for them, and then some BMX stuff. So yeah, and that's the fun thing too. We keep our schedule pretty filled out, but the strange thing is you don't want to be too busy to accept new work as it comes in, because a lot of work just falls into our lap, and you kind of have to be ready to take it, or it's going to get passed to someone else. Yeah. So yeah, it seems like we're gonna have a pretty busy summer.
Awesome. And also, I mean, a lot of artists today, they think they have to move to Atlanta or LA or somewhere in New York, but you don't have to, right?
Yeah.
It's the world's so small now.
Yeah.
It's all digital.
You really don't, and for what my companies do, we work with marketing companies that have budgets that they want content created, and they're everywhere. You just have to look. Yeah. And they're more now than there were 5 years ago because they understand the importance of video, and you don't have to move to Atlanta or New York or California.
Yeah, because you can travel anywhere.
We do travel sometimes, but there's the bulk of our work for my new company is based kind of locally, Raleigh, Durham. Nice. We do a lot of stuff in Charlotte, but I'd say about at least 75% of what we do is in North Carolina right now, which is nice. I do love traveling, and that's always been something I've loved doing for BMX, but it's nice. More recently, a lot of my work is not getting on planes, not traveling as much with equipment. That part gets tough when you got multiple Pelican cases and camera bags trying to go on planes. It's not fun. Yeah. Expensive gear.
Pain. Yeah. I'm sure. What are your future projections for your companies? Like where are you headed?
Yeah. So for cinema, we just continue planning these team trips every year. So that's like, the best way I compare that would be like going on tour with a band. You're like in this van with this band of misfits. These are all pro bike riders. They say, stop the van at any time. They get out, they go jump off the sidewalk, do some tricks. We film it. And I'll make videos from those trips several times a year. So for cinema, we just continue hitting different cities and different markets. And we also stop in at like local bike shops that carry our products and, do signings and meet kids and that type of stuff for the cinema BMX for that side of my work. And then for my production company, we're just working with a lot more companies across the board. Like I said, we work across multiple industries. We got probably about 10 to 15 active clients right now. So we're just kind of managing them, and they approach us with ideas. We approach them with ideas. We're going, we're in pre-production on certain projects. We're shooting some things, and we're in post on some things. So we're getting to the point now where we've had to outsource some of our editing, which is nice because I don't really love editing anymore, especially when you got more projects coming in than you can churn out.
Yeah.
So we're shooting a lot of projects. I guess that's what I enjoy the most, is being on set and shooting, working with the clients in person. And then now we're kind of getting in a better workflow of passing our footage off to be edited. Like we have a great editor in Kansas City and another one in Houston. We just ship hard drives or
nice.
Dropbox stuff, and we get a nice piece back and it's ready to show the client.
That's great. Yeah. So that's efficiency there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're scaling, and we're learning what works, what doesn't work. We're still a startup. It's just myself and my partner, but we've got a couple of like freelancers that are really solid that are working under us pretty closely now.
That's great. Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. It's fun to kind of start. We're kind of starting from scratch with 2 guys with a lot of experience, a lot of connections, kind of joining forces, starting from scratch, and then kind of hit the ground running. Now that COVID feels like it's lifting, it's surprising how much people are out there ready to spend money on videos.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's people that have been cooped up, haven't got to spend these marketing budgets, so it's like, get out there, find the deals, make the content is what we're kind of in that mode right now.